Today, a story that sounds unbelievable. And what is exactly? Why is it matter? Near one of the India's most sensitive naval bases. What was found attached to the bird has forced intelligent agencies to reassess the strikes above our coastline.
Because this is not really about a seagull. It is about foreign hardware appearing where it should never be and data that may have already be beyond retrieval. In modern security doctrine, exposure matters more than intent.
The bird is grounded. The investigation is not. And whatever may already have been transmitted cannot be taken back.
So today, we ask the question India must confront. Was this innocent science or surveillance hiding in plain sight?
Earlier this week, residents along the Karwar coastline in Karnataka found an injured migratory seagull. At first glance, it appeared to be routine wildlife rescue. The assumption ended the moment officials realized how close the bird was to a restricted naval zone.
The bird was found near INS Kadamba, the backbone of Project Seabird, one of India's most strategically sensitive naval installations. This base supports assets critical to India's maritime deterrence. Any unexplained activity in this zone automatically triggers heightened scrutiny.
When the forest officials examined the bird, they noticed something strapped to its body. This was not a routine identification tag. It was a foreign-made GPS tracking device filtered with an electronic unit and a solar panel.
That single discovery shifted this from a wildlife handling to a multi-agency security inquiry. Foreign hardware operating near restricted airspace is never treated casually. At that point, protocol takes over.
Officials say the bird was found injured and grounded. The detail carries serious implications. Whatever data may be already have been transmitted cannot be retrieved.
And that is why this case is not about assumptions. This is not about intent. This is about exposure.
Attached to the device was note asking anyone who found the bird to contact a specific email address. Preliminary verification linked that address to a research institution associated with Chinese Academy of Sciences. Authorities stress this alone does not establish wrongdoing.
But national security does not operate in isolation. Wildlife tracking is common, but context defines risk. Foreign-linked hardware repeatedly appearing near a strategic naval base cannot be dismissed as routine.
Data retrieved from the device shows the bird traveled more than 10,000 kilometers. It crossed Arctic region, followed recognized migratory routes and reached India's western coastline. On the paper, that supports a scientific explanation.
What complicates this picture is not the distance traveled, but the destination. Migration explains movement, it does not explain proximity to a restricted military infrastructure.
Officials have stated there is no confirmed evidence of espionage at this stage. At the same time, the investigation remains open. The tracking device has been sent for detailed forensic examination.
Authorities are analyzing its transmission capacity, storage capability, and any hidden relay functions. In intelligence work, risk lies in capability, not reassurance.
And here is the question authorities will eventually have to answer. How many such devices would it take before this stopped being treated as an anomaly? The question explains why this case has not been closed.
Because national security is not reactive, it's preventative. And prevention begins by asking uncomfortable questions early.
This is not the first time that a tracked bird has appeared near Karwar. In 2024, another bird fitted with a tracking device was intercepted near the same naval perimeter. The case was later linked to a wildlife research.
Globally, animals have been suspected, tested, and even used in surveillance roles. Most cases turn out to be benign, some do not. History is why agencies proceed with caution, not humor.
INS Kadamba is not an ordinary installation. After expansion, it is expected to become the largest naval base in the Eastern Hemisphere. That status raised the stakes significantly.
Even inadvertent data collection near such infrastructure carries strategic consequences. When exposure is possible, caution becomes mandatory.
This case is not about accusations, it is about vulnerability. No conclusions have been announced and none are being rushed. But investigations do not begin without reason. This one began because something appeared where it should not have.
Surveillance does not always arrive with engines or warning signs. Sometimes it arrives quietly, wrapped in plausible explanations. And that is why today, even the sky is being questioned. Thank you for watching.
Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you.